Hey guys, it's Jerry here. I wanted to talk to you for a couple quick minutes about pull-ups today. So, a lot of people can't do pull-ups. Right now I've got my 20-pound vest on and I've got two 10-pound ankle weights on. Maybe you'll see them when I pull up on them. But I'm going to show you where I am so far. So I'm carrying 40 extra pounds beyond my body weight. So that's just a quick example of how, if you're working on strength, you can, you want to keep your reps sort of low if you're working on strength, and you can add a lot of extra weight to your body and do P90X doing just 5 or 6, 7, 8 reps instead of even 8, 10, 12, 15. So that's one way that you can build strength, and it's one way that I've been doing P90X lately. A lot of people ask me about how to a lot of people can't be pulling 40 extra pounds. So I'm going to give you just a few of my ways that you might be able to progress towards this. Those of you that have done P90X know about the way that Tony developed, and it's a really good form for you. But essentially you're going to grab the bar, and I'm going to use that right there as opposed to a chair, and you're going to use your legs to assist your pull-up. So you grab a hold of your bar, wherever that is. Mine happens to be hanging from the garage ceiling. And then you can just put your foot on that chair and then pull up. And I'm basically assisting by putting my foot out there and giving myself just a little bit of support with my foot. So that's one way. And it is a good way. One of the things that is a challenge with that for me, and when I was first going through P90X, I had to use the chair, especially after the first couple sets. I was burnt out. I had to use something. And so one of the problems, or the challenges I had with this was it was hard to scale. It was hard to improve past that. It's hard to meter how much you're pushing on your foot. And in any workout, what I've learned is that it has to be progressive. So if you're not trying to do just a little bit more, then you're really never going to get results. So I started doing what's called negatives. So this is another thing. I just pulled a mat into the space so that I could kind of stand up and actually hold on to my bar. If you're using one of the wraparound P90X bars, then this is the bar that you're familiar with. And that wraps around the door, and then most door frames are just the perfect height so that you're standing right there, and that bar's right up there, so you're in the position to actually be able to jump. I don't have one here in the garage because that door doesn't allow it, so I mounted these on the ceiling and I use them. But for the jumping, you want to be able to be comfortably holding onto your bar, almost fully extended, and essentially, you're going to jump up, get your chin over the bar, hold for a second, and then slowly lower yourself down. So I'm going to jump up, hold for a second, and slowly lower myself down. Using my legs to get up, hold for a second, and then slowly lower myself down. And you can do a lot of these. As a matter of fact, at the end of my legs and back workout, I like to do what's called jumping pull-ups as opposed to negatives. It's a great burn at the end of your workout, and you can bang out like 25, 50, even 100 of these things, where you're basically going between your legs and bouncing off your calves and pulling really hard on your back, and you alternate between, you just do these. And you do about 100 of these. And let me tell you, that's one way to polish off legs and back so that you will feel it for sure. Okay, maybe you're not to that point yet. Maybe you can't even hold yourself up there and you're really worried about going negative. Negative does have a drawback in that if you're really, really exhausted and you jump up there and then you don't want to jerk on your shoulders. So if you're to that point, that's not for you. Okay? It's great for banging out a few more reps if you can do sets of pull-ups already. But since I did P90X, Beachbody is always developing new tools. Developed this great little assist band. I use an assist band myself. I tried to use just a regular exercise band and stand on it, but it's like standing on a tightrope, you know. It's a little fussy. This takes all that away. You got a nice foot strap. And let me show you how it works. So you just clip that right onto your bar. This can adjust so that you can set it whatever height you need to, up or down, based on how tall you are. And then you got to put your foot in that loop and reach up to your bar. So you might not be able to grab your bar like I can, so you need to make the adjustments, proper adjustments. And now when you stand on this, it's going to give you some support. So now part of my weight is supported. And I can pull up and do pull-ups. Okay? This is a really awesome tool for those of you who have struggled with pull-ups, because it allows you to do the exact normal motion that you would use with a normal pull-up. And what I really, really like about it is that you can start out with 3 bands on, and then as you can do, you know, 15 or 20 of those, you can just take and pop 1 band off. So now I have 2 bands assisting, and I can go back after it. So maybe you even start out like this at the beginning of the workout with 2 bands, and then by the end of the workout you start to get tired. You say, oh, I gotta throw that 3rd band in there. And if you really get to the point that, you know, you're starting to work out fresh, you're almost to the point of being able to do full range pull-ups with your own body weight, and you can go down to just 1 band. And that's not a lot of help there. So that really is almost like doing a full range pull-up by yourself, but it does get you just that little bit of support, and that little bit of support will let you get your chin up over the bar. So you can do those for a while, and then you can switch back up to the second. As your workout goes along, you get a little tired, you can put 2 on there, and then by the end of the workout maybe you're putting 3 on there. But this allows you to create a progression that allows you to eventually get to full range pull-ups. Maybe corn cobs aren't your thing. They're not my thing. Corn cobs is just one variation of a pull-up, and I'll show you what it looks like. It's a crazy pull-up. But this thing I use because I can't really get that many corn cob reps, and this allows me to work those muscles so that you can. So you're going to do a pull-up, you're going to go way over to the side, way over to the other side, in and out and back down. And so that exercise is like doing 3 or 4 pull-ups all on its own, and it works the lats in just an incredible way. But if you have one of these things, it'll help you get more reps. So anyway, that's just a few tips that I have for you for pull-ups, how to progress them, how to move forward, and make them a really awesome part of your workout, whether you're doing P90X or any other workout. So that's it for now. You guys have a great day, and check out the website, check out the blog. I have all kinds of tips, and I'll probably put a blog post together on this too. So have a good one. Make it great.